I got a comment on my YouTube channel right here the other day that said, "This video should have more views." And I laughed. I was like, yeah, story of my freaking life. And I was like, yeah, I know. I know that this is my problem. And at this point, I am so used to not getting a lot of views that I can't even pretend. I immediately publish a video and I'm like, okay, like I think this is good, but I'm a 20 to 40 view creator and maybe I'll get 100 on a great day if I talk about getting clients. And I mind, but at the same time, I don't. And I think that that's such a hard place to be. Like, I am comfortable enough in who I am that it bothers me, but it doesn't, right? Like, I'm not on YouTube to just sit here and talk into the void. Like, that is obvious. I wouldn't turn on the camera. I wouldn't make an effort if I just wanted no one to hear what I have to say. But at the same time, I also know that what I say has value. So these two things can be true for me at once. And yeah, I do feel like Google, like, this YouTube situation, it does make me feel like crap, but I think it also helps that I know something in my business after building my Google Ads business and then also working on this channel too, that I think it took a long time and it takes some maturity to understand. And that is really that the algorithm is not neutral, right? The algorithm doesn't reward people like me. It is biased against people like me. It is biased against a true expert. And I have learned this again, after building, again, on my Google Ads side, what I would call a good enough business that deserves more, right? I am a complete subject matter expert. I'm extremely proud of my expertise, but that is not what the algorithm rewards. When it comes to algorithm and making content, what gets rewarded on here is simplicity, certainty, confidence, packaging, steps, and frankly, universal prescriptive advice that somebody can listen to and be like, oh, I'm going to take that back and immediately follow that and go back to my desk. That is what the algorithm rewards. And basically, it is a framework of if you want X, then do Y. It's otherwise known as a case study framework, right? If you want to lose weight, then X, Y, Z. And the algorithm itself punishes the very details that come through expertise, which is nuance, context, honesty, and being truly honest, like I'm being right here, and expertise, which I guess I said 100 million times because it's like the one thing I know I'm good at is being an expert. And then I would say like the diagnostic thinking that goes into things. And that for me is essentially everything that I stand for in life. And so when I show up here on camera with 17 years of real world experience, be that in Google Ads or, when I'm making content around content, the algorithm basically is saying to me, too complicated, too real, too slow. Give me something easier to digest. And gurus, they're trained to give you exactly that type of content. And they simplify. They're great at simplifying. They overpromise. They remove the context. They generalize. But essentially what they're doing is they're packaging dopamine. And they win. Like they are winning. And it's not because they're better. It's because the system is built for them and they perfected this over time. And I think that that's the part that stings. Because honestly, like it is 2026. And I do think that people like you and I, right? Like the experts that I talk to on this channel, I do think that deep down, we are finally seeing this shift in our business. And the gurus, right, who are making this prescriptive large scale content, these media company enterprises that they've become, they don't actually see that they're hurting people. I don't feel like these people are malicious. I don't feel like they're scheming. I don't think they're trying to rip people off. They're not sitting around and thinking, how do I steal expert clients? But they are following their own data, and their feedback loop is views, retention, comments, shares, and frankly, revenue. These gurus are making more monthly than I make an entire year. Easily, maybe even 5 times that. And I think that that is something as a subject matter expert that we have to let sink in versus as an expert. My personal feedback loop is clients crying, businesses collapsing, budgets wasted, confidence shattered, people that cannot follow the advice because they don't have the implementation. And these two loops never touch. They're a completely different universe. I'm in this universe. Gurus are in this universe. And so from gurus' perspective, they're iterating on what performs. And then experts like myself, or you, if you're an expert listening to this channel, we're stuck cleaning up the mess. We're like the janitor in the bathroom, and we're getting paid accordingly. And am I mad about it? Yeah. Am I jealous? Yeah. But I don't feel insecure about it. And I think that that's the difference and why I'm comfortable making this video today. But yeah, I'm mad because I know I deserve the clients that they're getting. I know I could help people significantly faster. I know I deserve the trust that they're receiving because they're just better at packaging and things like that. And frankly, I know I deserve the visibility that they're getting rewarded with. But deep down, I also believe that if I keep speaking my truth, that my time will come. I really, truly believe that. I believe the algorithm has gotten better and better and will match me with exactly who I want to talk to, which is experts like me who are trying to be that and trying to become more magnetic and trying to not make their expertise on the very thing they spent their life building, like pushing a boulder over a mountain. But the algorithm, here's the thing, it doesn't care about deserving. It doesn't care about you and I and our expertise and how much we deserve. It cares about dopamine. And so we have to have that balance. And we also have to have a gratefulness, right? So being small is the only reason that I'm able to even make this video today. I mean, my small under 200 subscribers is the only reason I can do this. I happen to see the one comment that I received. If I were big, I'd be blind to it. Maybe I would have missed that comment because it was just a simple comment. Maybe I wouldn't make a whole video to that comment. And I certainly wouldn't see the wreckage, the frustration, and the consequences because the people being wrecked maybe wouldn't even be able to afford my services at that point. I wouldn't see the emotional fallout that real human beings are having from guru content. I wouldn't see the gap between the algorithmic advice and the real world outcomes, which is what I'm fortunate enough to see in my own business. Again, on the Google Ads side, which is where my expertise is. And then also here on this channel, when I take just calls from people who listen, who say, yeah, I really connected to you as an expert. I want to leave. I want to start my own business. I wouldn't see the woman, the expert that I'm actually talking to. So yeah, on this channel, I'm here for the 20 view club. I'm here for the expert that is just trying to become sustainable because you know what? That's me. I am not speaking from a mountaintop. I'm speaking from the middle of the climb. I have spent my entire life becoming as good as I possibly can at a skill. Google Ads. If someone picks up the phone on Google Ads, I can rock their freaking world. But I'm also still struggling to become sustainable. I'm watching gurus eat my lunch. I am an authority who's still in the process of becoming. And I am the person who has done every single thing right and still doesn't feel like they're consistently chosen. But I'm also scrolling Instagram at night and I'm looking and I'm thinking, why her? Why not me? Why him? Why not me? What am I doing wrong? And I know from the bottom of my heart, I'm not doing anything wrong. I am every single thing, and I stand for every single thing that the algorithm is going to be punishing. I'm telling the truth. This video is as truthful as it gets. I'm giving context. I'm showing nuance. I'm being real. I'm being diagnostic. I'm being protective. But the algorithm hates all of that. Like, it's not how it works. It's not simple. And I think that that is the biggest thing and the hardest part. Do I want to grow? Yeah. Do I want to be chosen? 100%. Do I want to be seen? Yeah. Do I want to be wanted back? 100%. But I refuse, again, in my subject matter expert area, the Google Ads, and on this channel, I refuse to grow by simplifying, overpromising, pretending like this is easy, and then removing all the context and the messy myth, or teaching something like a quick fix, or packaging dopamine. Like, I don't want to show up with this over-edited BS that just is aimed at view time and forces me into the same thing that I'm rejecting. That is not what I want. I'm not trying to become a guru. I want to be a real person talking to the real 20 view club. I refuse to grow by hurting the people that I care about. I refuse to grow by becoming the thing that I resent so deeply. I am taking the harder path and growing in public right here on this channel, on my Google Ads channel. I'm positioning myself while I'm still frustrated with the process. And I am showing my audience, which is you, the other experts, what it's like to figure it all out. Do I feel ahead? A little bit, because again, I've been making content for so long and my content has attracted enough, but I don't think it is where I want it to be. So if you're in the 20 view club with me, if you're an expert, if you're trying to just get to that sustainable level of being chosen over and over for what you're good at, then stay around, stick around. If you're tired of gurus winning on shortcuts while you're losing constantly to the truth, then by all means, stay on this channel, because I'm not here to teach. I'm not here to show you quick fixes. I'm not here to package dopamine. I'm not here to pretend like I have this whole entire thing figured out. I am here to grow in public, to learn how to stop teaching and lecturing, and to show you my struggle in real time, to talk about what's working and what's not, and to show appreciation for content, which again, I wouldn't be here without. But I also want to show the climb while I'm still absolutely on it. And so if you're climbing too, if you're focused on positioning yourself instead of constantly proving yourself and falling back on your expertise, even when it feels horrible, this channel is absolutely for you. This is what I'm here for you. If you want to see what it looks like to be a real expert building something honestly, slowly, super contextually, and truthfully, then by all means hit subscribe. And again, not because I'm a guru, because I'm not. 20 views. Hello. Cheers to that. And I hope you have a great day. See you in the comments.